Rodon doesn't post often, and when he does, it's usually casual clips from everyday life. But while his parents were out of town, that changed. He began experiencing things that left him genuinely shaken. Objects moving on their own, unexplained sounds echoing through the house, and an overwhelming feeling that he wasn't alone. One night, just after 1 a.m., noises from another room woke him. He grabbed his phone and started recording.
Estoy en mi pieza queriendo dormir, boludo, y me toca la puerta toda la noche, amigo. Son como las 1 de la mañana. No hay nada. No, amigo, ¿qué mierda es eso, boludo? ¿Qué mierda sos, la concha de tu madre? Boludo, no. Amigo, no hay nadie, boludo. No. De hoy se está escuchando esa mierda. ¿Qué? No, boludo, no. No. Encima abro acá la ventana, boludo. No hay nadie, amigo. O sea, no hay chance que haya salido alguien por acá, boludo. No, amigo, no. No, amigo, de nuevo esto. Pero qué mierda, boludo.
In the background, a dark figure suddenly peeks around a door frame, then vanishes. Rodon rushes inside, but the room is empty. As he checks the window, something even more disturbing happens. In the reflection behind him, another dark figure appears, standing close, watching. When the video was posted, viewers quickly pointed out both apparitions, warning that whatever was in the house wasn't just making noise, it was observing him. Some believe the isolation made him vulnerable. Others think the presence was always there and simply chose this moment to be seen. This is one of the most unsettling situations a young family says they've ever faced. For weeks, strange disturbances have been happening only at night. At first, they were small, toys turning on by themselves, footsteps in the hallway while everyone was asleep, and faint whispers picked up by the baby monitor that clearly weren't the parents. But recently, something changed. Whatever is happening now seems focused on their daughter. Every night, right after she's put to bed, she does something that leaves her parents frozen. Watch closely. From the monitor, you can hear the little girl, who should be fast asleep, suddenly laughing. The sound is sharp, unnatural, and deeply unsettling. Even more disturbing is the way she stares, her eyes reflecting the infrared light as if she's locked onto something no one else can see. Many viewers say this doesn't resemble normal sleep behavior at all. Some parents suggest it could be extreme night terrors. Others believe it goes far beyond that. Now, the family is torn. Do they call a priest, bring in a paranormal team, or leave the house entirely? Because with how quickly these episodes are escalating, one thing feels certain. Doing nothing is no longer an option. This video was shared by a concerned mother who says something strange had been happening in her home for weeks. Late at night, she kept hearing noises coming from her baby's room. Every time she checked, nothing was there, but objects were never where she'd left them. One night, the pacifier was on the floor. Another night, toys had been moved into different positions. When she mentioned it to her partner, he brushed it off, suggesting she was just exhausted. Determined to prove she wasn't imagining it, she set up a baby monitor with motion detection. Then one night, her phone sent an alert. The footage shows a figure entering the frame. It bends down toward the crib and appears to take something before vanishing just as quickly. When the clip was shared online, viewers were split. Some believe it could have been an intruder, though no one can explain how they disappeared without a trace. Others are convinced it was something paranormal, possibly a presence connected to the family. Whatever the explanation, seeing a figure reach toward a sleeping baby is every parent's worst nightmare. A man and his family believe they're living with a ghost. They've even given it a name, Ghost Malone, a playful nod meant to reflect how harmless they think it is. According to them, the presence feels calm, relaxed, and non-threatening. Almost every night, toys move around the house on their own. They insist it's never tried to hurt anyone. But many viewers keep asking the same question: how long does something stay harmless? Take a look at what a typical night in their home looks like.
It's 3:30 in the morning. I swear on my life. For freaking toy cars. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. No. No, sir. No, ma'am. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know whether to wake Elizabeth or somebody call Justin Nunley or an exorcist. I don't know. I mean, I'm not scared, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't shaking. So I'm just gonna leave it there till the morning for Elizabeth to come play with it. And it's not electronical, y'all. There's no damn motor in that thing. I feel so weird and out of place right now. I don't know if it's still there. To be truthful, I'm thinking about just leaving Elizabeth in Revelation and going somewhere for the night. I don't know what to do. Let's check on it. You still there? Pirates of the Caribbean's getting good. I'm not scared. I'm just kind of freaked out because, it's friendly. Has it thrown it?
What immediately stands out is a toy car. It has no batteries, no electronics, yet it moves on its own. Some viewers suggest uneven flooring or leftover momentum, but those explanations fall apart when you realize this isn't a one-time event. And it isn't just one toy. Similar activity happens repeatedly. After seeing this, many people weren't convinced the presence was as harmless as the family believed.
I actually fell asleep, and this is what I woke up to. Elizabeth. Baby. Hey.
Goodbye.
Okay, no, for real, so what are we doing? Oh. Okay. Somebody said salt. Hold on.
I don't know if you're supposed to draw a circle around it.
Well, it's a half circle, but I don't think you're supposed to do anything else. I don't know. Y'all got suggestions? Let me know.
Concerned viewers suggested the father try basic cleansing methods, holy water, salt, prayers, just to see how the presence would react. The next morning, he followed those suggestions. But instead of focusing on the fact that nothing stopped, viewers noticed something else. If you look closely at the doorway, a small, childlike figure appears to be standing completely still. That single detail sent chills through the comments. And it raised an unsettling question. Why did the cleansing seem to have no effect at all?
Are you there? Yeah. So. Okay. Well, that's one of the things that I've discovered.
Soon, the activity escalated beyond toys. Whenever the house went quiet, all the father had to do was ask, "Are you there?" And something would move in response. At that point, many viewers said it could no longer be coincidence. What troubled people even more was the interaction itself. Paranormal researchers often warn that acknowledging a presence gives it energy, invites it closer, strengthens it, or even allows attachment.
So we are all sitting here enjoying our Taco Bell, right? And Ghost Malone was over there shaking the door a second ago. Ghost Malone, if you are still around, do something.
It was a sign.
Oh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Nonchalant. Alright, so ironically, I'm watching Ghostbusters, right? Ghost Malone. Ghosty. Yo. Are you kidding? Alright, so I've been asking Ghost Malone some questions. Okay, so 1 time if you're there, 2 times, or I guess no times if you're not. Definitely there. Okay. Are you friendly? Okay. Okay. Do you like Ghostbusters? No? Okay. Do you like movies? Okay. Okay. Alright, just not Ghostbusters. I guess it's insulting. Are you here to cause harm? Okay. Okay. Man, I wish I knew Morse code. We'd try that. Are you an older spirit? Okay, but not a bad spirit. Okay. Is there more than one of you? Oh, okay.
Despite the warnings, the family continued living normally, still convinced it wasn't dangerous. One night, they didn't just check if it was there. They tried to communicate with it. Many believe darker entities don't reveal their true nature right away. Instead, they appear calm, friendly, even playful. A patience that allows them to grow stronger over time.
So, a couple weird things have happened tonight. Like my mom's painting over there has moved. Ghosty. Ghost Malone. You there? Don't judge the trash. It's trash day. Ghosty. Okay. Maxie, what was that? Huh? So we're sitting here. Revelation here is it?
Hi, Maxie.
It should also be noted that we've had several offers from paranormal people to come here and whatnot. We're down. But there's been a few of them that are private profiles, minus the big ones you guys have suggested. Nobody's reached out, but I don't know. I might take offers for people to just come stay the night so you can see whether it's real or not for yourself. I don't know. But yeah, I am gonna take a list of questions. I've been writing down in the comments all the questions you guys have for Ghost Malone, and then we're gonna do the Stranger Things light or dog button things to see if that does anything.
This time, even the dog reacts. As a playpen moves on its own, the dog retreats into its cage, behavior many believe animals only show when they sense a threat. For viewers, that was the moment everything changed. A presence strong enough to move objects, respond intelligently, and frighten an animal isn't something to dismiss. Some believe it was never harmless, just patient. And until the family shares more updates, all anyone can do is hope the situation doesn't take a darker turn. TJ has developed a deep fascination with haunted dolls, slowly building an entire collection over the past year. Each one, she says, carries its own energy, history, and presence. From time to time, she documents what it's like living alongside them. Most people follow out of curiosity, but her latest update left viewers unsettled. Watch closely.
What's going on down there?
Other collectors immediately took notice, asking how long it took before her dolls became active. Many explained that their own dolls remained completely still for months, sometimes even years. And according to them, the quiet ones are often the most concerning, because spirits that stay silent for long periods are believed to be observing, adjusting, and waiting. In response, TJ shared something that sparked intense debate. She said it took over a year to reach this level of activity, that it only increased once the dolls seemed comfortable with her. For now, TJ insists she isn't afraid, but viewers can't help wondering if that's because she truly feels safe, or because whatever's attached to those dolls has already settled in far deeper than she realizes. To most people, collecting dolls seems harmless, nostalgic, even comforting. But some collectors actively seek out dolls with history, pieces that were deeply loved, suddenly abandoned, passed between owners, or tied to trauma. In this clip, a woman who openly documents her unsettling collection shares what happened after acquiring one particular doll known as Janet. The doll, located in the UK, was already surrounded by disturbing rumors long before she ever brought it home. Previous owners had reported unexplained noises, objects shifting, and an overwhelming feeling of being watched, especially at night. Despite the warnings, she felt drawn to the doll and eventually added it to her collection. Almost immediately, things began to change. Objects moved without explanation. Doors creaked open on their own. And none of it felt random. It felt deliberate, like something was testing boundaries.
So Janet's been with us for a few days. Bobby's dropped her off. A few things have been moving around this room lately. Janet, is it you that's doing it? Oh my God, thank you.
For her, that was enough. Janet didn't feel like just another object in the room. It felt aware, active, intrusive. Now the question remains, was the doll simply carrying residual energy from its past, or did bringing it home invite something that was never meant to follow? Either way, the activity surrounding this doll has left viewers deeply unsettled. And until more updates are shared, this case continues to raise an uncomfortable question. How much of the past do we willingly invite into our homes? This footage was recorded on the first floor of West Hill Manor, a location already known for a long history of unexplained activity. According to the investigation team, every person was on the third floor when this happened. No one was downstairs. No one was anywhere near the camera. Watch closely. Near the doorway on the right side of the frame, a strange mist drifts into view. It moves slowly across the room, and seconds later, a loud bang is heard from the third floor. That's when things get interesting. The mist appears to rise, almost as if it slips out of the first floor doorway and travels upward toward where the sound came from. Many viewers believe the two moments are connected, suggesting the mist wasn't random interference, but something moving through the house. Others wonder if the bang drew it upstairs instead, like a reaction to something else already happening. Either way, the timing is impossible to ignore. Whatever passed through that doorway wasn't supposed to be there, and it certainly wasn't ordinary. This video was shared by social media user Yana Michaela in the Philippines, where powerful storms and typhoons are a regular part of life. On nights like these, her large family usually gathers inside for dinner, riding out the storm together. During a particularly severe typhoon, Yana set her phone up to record a time-lapse of the family meal. Midway through dinner, the power suddenly cut out. For about 30 seconds, the house was plunged into complete darkness. When the lights flickered back on, everyone simply continued eating. Power outages during storms are common, and no one thought much of it. But later that night, when Yana reviewed the time-lapse footage, something caught her attention. During those seconds of darkness, a dark shape appeared at the back of the room. When the lights returned, it was gone. The family remained completely unaware. At first, Yana assumed it was a camera glitch, motion blur caused by filming during a blackout. But the next morning, her uncle said something that changed how she saw the footage. He described a vivid nightmare from that same night, where a ghostly girl grabbed him and refused to let go as he tried to escape. After hearing that, Yana couldn't shake the feeling that the figure in the video and her uncle's dream were connected. Some viewers believe the darkness gave something a chance to move through the house. Others say it's nothing more than a visual artifact from time-lapse compression. But Yana is convinced that during those brief seconds without power, when the house went dark, something else was in the room with them. And that her uncle felt it later, in his sleep. A woman who says she's dealt with paranormal activity for years, so severe it nearly upended her life. In the past, she's described suffering a concussion, unexplained electrical shocks, and months of relentless disturbances inside her house. Then, without warning, everything stopped. For months, her home was completely quiet. No sounds, no movement, no strange sensations. She didn't cleanse the house, bless it, or remove anything. The activity simply went dormant. But recently that calm ended. One afternoon, while she was in the kitchen making lunch, something happened. Watch closely. According to her, this wasn't an isolated incident. She says objects have moved on their own before, including a knife that shifted unexpectedly during the night. She's also reported hearing low, animal-like growling sounds while trying to sleep. Viewers who followed her story closely began connecting dots. Some believe the long silence, followed by sudden activity, suggests something that goes dormant, then returns. Others think it may be tied to a specific object she's mentioned before, a doll she purchased from a thrift store. Without clear proof or new updates, nothing can be confirmed. But until she finds an explanation, one thing remains unsettlingly clear. Whatever was in her home didn't leave. It was just waiting. A woman named Haley set out on what was meant to be a calm, grounding walk through the Appalachian Mountains, a region known for its beauty, isolation, and deeply rooted folklore. Not long into the trail, though, something felt off. The quiet didn't feel empty. It felt watchful.
I just realized this is like the perfect place to come and sit and smoke. Cause look at this. Oh, sit right here. Hell yeah. This is my view. Y'all, a cigarette right now. I don't even smoke cigarettes, but it warm you up, you know. I'm cold. I felt like there's somebody behind me, but so this is as close as I'm going to get, but y'all can see it's like angled and it goes into the mountain. It doesn't look like it, but it's a little bit more deeper here. My feet would get wet, and these shoes, yeah, no, and it's cold. But yeah, I'm about to head out of here because my feelings been I don't know, it don't feel right now. But yeah, I don't have service. No, this is the worst part about exploring here is when you get like that when you get the feeling that you're being watched or followed. You can't. It's a little bit of a ways to get back to where you came from. Over there.
If you listen closely to the recording, a voice can be heard, soft and brief, saying, "Hey." What makes this moment unsettling is how familiar the voice sounds. It closely resembles Haley's own. At the time, she didn't hear it at all. What she noticed instead was harder to ignore, a sudden sensation that someone was standing directly behind her. In Appalachian folklore, encounters like this are often linked to mimics, entities said to imitate human voices to provoke a response. Many believe the worst thing you can do is acknowledge them out loud, as responding is thought to give permission or confirmation. Some say mimics test boundaries first. Others believe they mark you and wait. So was this just an audio coincidence paired with anxiety in an isolated place? Or did Haley avoid something far more disturbing by trusting her instincts and leaving when she did? This footage was recorded inside a church by a priest who was simply trying to make a short announcement about the upcoming Sunday service. He had barely begun speaking when something unexpected interrupted him. Before he could finish his first few lines, the podium suddenly collapsed in front of him. Watch closely.
Well, hey everybody, Pastor Aaron here. It's my pleasure just to announce that this Sunday will be open. And okay, we've been trying to do this announcement several times today already, and 3 times that podium back there has fallen over on its own, and it's stable. I mean, it's not wobbly at all. It's kind of like that podium has been wobbling. Okay, so we checked the vent. There's a vent there. That is not an air duct that has any forced air at all, so it can't be wobbling from that. There's absolutely no breeze in here. You can see by the banner there. There's no air conditioning. It's these things. They're off. I don't know. So I'm just going to sit here and watch it for a little bit. And we will see if it does it again. Ooh, that thing's moving. That hasn't been moving. That's new. Seriously, nothing else. There's no breeze. It's moving again.
At first, many viewers weren't convinced. Podiums can wobble, floors can shift, accidents happen. even in a church, but moments later, something else draws attention. The flag behind him begins to move in a slow, unnatural way, despite no visible airflow. That's when the tone changes. In a place meant to feel calm and sacred, the timing raised uncomfortable questions. Some believe it could be a restless presence tied to the church's past. Others suggest it may be connected to renovations, old stored items, or unresolved energy brought in by those who pass through its doors. So what do you think is happening here? A presence trying to make itself known, or a coincidence hiding behind a perfectly rational explanation?